Okie dokie. Hello, everyone. I know I wasn't supposed to go live until 10:15 when I delayed it, but I ended up getting ready earlier, so why not just start streaming? Hello, everybody. And today is actually going to be a little special because, first off, just want to thank Greenie in particular. Hold on. I don't see everything working. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, hi, guys. How you doing? First things first, don't donate to me this stream. Do not send any money to me this stream. Because hold on. I'm dying. No. First off, I want to thank Greenie in particular for making this stream happen. Not only was he begging for Geometry Dash for the longest time, I know a lot of you guys wanted it. Finally, we're doing it. Yes, I played it before. I beat like the first 3 levels when I was like 12, but this is my first time playing it in a decade probably. Thank you, Greenie, for actually helping me set up a modded version to where it won't be copyrighted, which is good. But also, very important, I can disable donations? How? How do I disable donations? Is that possible? Hold on. How? Somebody message me how I do that. But, because important, I didn't plan this at all, but it just so happens that I am streaming. Go to your YouTube studio. Okay, hold on. Video settings, YouTube studio settings. No, that's not it. Hold on, give me a minute. Slow mode redirect. I don't see it. Details. Brother, what? Well, either way, hold on. Let me get this out of the way first, and then I'll sort that out in a minute. First off, I want to say, no, I'm not playing custom levels this time. I apologize. As a whole copyright thing, getting things sorted out and everything. So not taking level requests, at least for this stream. But, important, very cool, disable monetization for this stream. Well, that's a whole different thing. No. Donations in particular. I don't want you to donate to me because this is actually going to be a charity. Okay, yeah, not cool. Thank you for the 99 cents. But this is actually going to be a charity live stream. I didn't plan this at all, but Greenie has informed me that there is a big Geometry Dash charity event going on literally this weekend, and it's for the Autoimmune, Autoimmune Association. So I am pasting the link in chat right now and pinning it. It is also in the description, and I don't know. I mean, isn't it crazy that I have yet to do like a charity live stream? Like, of course, like behind the scenes personal stuff, but that's something different. I've never done like just an actual charity live stream where, I feel like I feel like it's wrong that I have been a YouTuber for 3 years and I've yet to do a big charity event. Or any charity event. Obviously this isn't like a big planned one or anything, but even still, I think it's wrong that I have not done that yet. So, charity. Yeah, man. Do not donate to me this stream. I will appreciate donations. Okay, Play Society, it's an online level. I'm not playing any online levels or anything. Okay, I'll read the fan funding right now. But this is going to be the only time I do it during stream, so if you try to donate to me at all, unfortunately your donations will be wasted. Thank you for the 99 cents, Mech on Roblox, and thank you for the 99 cents, Jay Plays 79. 5 minutes till a broken monitor. Yes, I'm going to rage this stream, definitely. Anyway, alright. The rest of the maybe you're just not that charitable, bro. I guess so. If I have yet to do a charity live stream, yes, I guess so. That's the problem. No, anyway. I think that's... I don't know. It's one of those things that, oh dang, membership milestones is kind of an exception. Danno, Rumble Pack is definitely anti-charity. Oh yeah, Rumble Pack needs all the money it can get, especially having not uploaded in months. Anyway, all right. Anyway, any donations that you would give to me, please give to the donation link instead. You should probably pin something that says not reading donations. I would, but I got to pin the charity link. Just here, let me say it now. I'm not reading donations. Please go to the link instead and donate there to the Autoimmune Foundation, the Autoimmune Association. Right now, they've already raised $7,000, which is super cool. $7,800, which is super cool. But, even if we're not able to be like a big help, I'd love to add a little drop in the bucket anyway for any of us who are able to donate or willing. So anyway, yeah, Man, I just need to do more donation things in the future. My reasoning for the longest time was I was always worried about, like, you know, choosing a good association or something to that effect. But I found out that YouTube has, like, a list of approved associations already, which makes it so easy. Honestly, why aren't all of my live streams from now on just donation or, like, charity events? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll do, like, a year of just charity or something like that. Because it feels very wrong to me that I have yet to do anything like this. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I've been a YouTuber for 4 years. Ugh. My mom would be so disappointed in me. She is disappointed. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. Oh, yeah. All right. A big charity run event would be fun. Yes, that would be great. Like, just doing, like, a massive, just, like, I don't know, like a big thing. Maybe I could, like, I know a good amount of animators. Maybe we could do, like, an animator charity thing, or, I don't know. Anyway. All right. Alan Becker just made an animation on Geometry Dash today. That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. Maybe he's in the charity event. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just coincidence, which would be cool. Hey, that's why I'm streaming. It's literally just coincidence. So anyway, I'm excited. Today we are, hold on, let me make sure the menu music is turned off. All right, we're good. Perfect. Okay. All right, lovely. So again, thank you, Greeny, to even making me aware of the charity event at all in the first place, but also just helping me set up the game and everything with the mods and yada, yada, yada. So anyway, my gut. Okay. Somebody said they don't even think I'll make it through Stereo Madness. Yeah, probably not, but it's okay. We're going to try. All right. I've made it 3% just because I was testing things out. That is not because I'm that bad. Hold on. Let me pop out my chat really quick so that way I can read the donations. Or not the donations. the messages that are going through. I can just read regular chat today. Isn't that cool? There we go. Why don't you just donate the money that we send? Because YouTube takes a percentage of all super chats. Bruh, that's why. Send it straight to the charity. Come on. Why is it that hard? Ugh, I'm kidding. Anyway, all right. I'm excited. Here we go. Easy claps. Let's just send it. Make sure the audio is all good. It's so loud. All right. Maybe it's just loud on my end. Yeah, I know. I'm already. Don't worry, these don't count. All right, let me know if the audio sounds good on your guys' end. Is that good? All right, hold on. Let me pause it really quick. I'm just gonna double check. Hold on. Let me double check that everything's good. Is that good? It's pretty low still. Hold on. Let me turn it up a little more. Actually, let me just turn it up in game. Easy. There we go. Hopefully that's good. Hold on. Low still. Let me turn it up a little more. Actually, let me just turn it up in game. There we go. Hopefully that's yeah, much better. All right, let's get it. All right, Geometry Dash, baby. Why are you playing a copy? Because of the music. So that way my stream doesn't immediately get taken down and ruined by the, because all of the Geometry Dash music is copyrighted. So just playing it like this instead. So I suck already. Fantastic. Hey, I made it that far on the first try. This is going to turn into a rage game very fast. In all fairness, I can blame it on the fact that I'm using like a 20-year-old keyboard, okay? It's fine. Okay, yeah, the mouse is definitely a much better input than the spacebar. This is another reason why I was always worried about doing a Geometry Dash stream, because I feel like a lot of it is going to have me just not talking at all because I want to lock in. But that's just a boring stream to watch. There we go. Whoa, I have to hold it? Okay. again, I played this on my phone like 10 years ago and beat the first 3 levels. Maybe it was only the first 2 levels. I don't even know. There we go. Hey, I'm not doing that bad. In all fairness, this is the first level, but still. What can I say? What can I say? 15 attempts minus how many times I played it originally. That's not bad. Or how many times I was just letting it go. Holy sight read? Yeah, baby. Yes, baby. Ooh, what can I say? What can I say? Ooh, baby. Lovely. You're welcome. Dude, this is the first time I felt admired by you guys. And not laughing at how terrible I am. Oh my gosh. You should, like, press the play button? What do you mean? Was it not? What do you mean? What? Was it not? Oh, you scared me. What do you mean press the play button? You were joking, right? You were joking. Hold on. Ah! All right, easy claps. All right. Now, next up. That was, like, scarily easy. I'm kind of worried. I mean, cool, but, huh. There's actually no way you got it that fast. I mean, in general... Oh, lower the volume? Okay, I will a little bit. In general, I think I'm decent at, like, you know, reaction-based, you know. The volume's very loud. Okay, I turned it down a little bit. I turned it down. All right, again, unfortunately, I'm not playing any fan levels or whatever, or custom levels, but hopefully next time. We'll see. Next time I stream Geometry Dash, we'll try that. But for now, we're just doing the classics, okay? I gotta get good at it anyway. Damn. Dang, sorry. I meant dang. Well, we had our hot streak going. We already had our great first level. That's all we're probably gonna get. It would have been great if I first tried all the rest of the levels, but no, we're doing it once. I'm a one-trick pony. That's okay. You have no time to react there. Oh my gosh. That's okay. No excuses, only locking in. Brother. That's okay. I'm not gonna get angry. I'm not gonna get angry. Again, I was never somebody with anger management issues or whatever, but just playing any game for some reason, streaming any game in particular, brother, streaming any game in particular just gets me messed up. Play Tidal Wave. Is that like the most famous online level? That has to be, right? Same spot as last time, huh? That's okay, that didn't count. I'm locking in, baby. See, this is why I was always worried about doing a Geometry Dash stream, because I feel like I'm going to be so quiet. And then if I keep talking, then I'm just going to blame that for the reason that I suck, and not my skill issue. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We got close that time. Honestly, if we do this level, if we do any of this, if we were to, honestly, my private goal was to do any of the levels in less than 50 tries. And we already got the first one done in like, what, like 10, was it? So I am perfectly happy already. Even though I'm sure there's probably going to be like some of you out there are like Geometry Dash kings and are very skilled at it. In which case, I'm sorry for destroying your game. or just being very terrible at your game and pretending that I'm good for beating the first couple levels. In all fairness, my brother does love this game, so maybe it's just some of the twin telepathy going on here, and he's helping my reaction times. That's not bad. All right. Hey, 10 attempts ain't bad. 10 attempts ain't bad. All right, not bad. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad. What can I say? I feel good. He's cracked? Dude, this is the first time. Check DMs. It's about the charity stuff and other related Geometry Dash stuff that you should probably do. Absolutely. Let me see it really quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, the event organizers of the charity gave me permission to send you all of the charity widgets. All right. You can do the donation alert box, the donation progress bar, and the donation history. All right, let me do all of these. Hold on. Oh, fantastic. That's so cool. That's so cool. All right. Hold on. Let me do these really quick. Let me pop these in. Give me a moment. Thank you again, Greenie, for helping me set all this up because I'm terrible. All right, alert box. Good. Paste it. Good. All right. I will probably just have to recenter these when everything, or when they actually get used, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Window capture. Or wait. Browser source. Browser. Paste. Okay. Wait. Oops. I just named it the link. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Hey, there's the progress bar. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. All right, and then the donation history. Add browser history. Paste. Good. Lovely. All right. Fantastic. Where do I put this? Hey, thank you, Devin. I appreciate you for donating. That's my buddy. All right. Is this a good spot to put it? I don't know. Where else could it go? Because I want people to be able to see, but I don't, that's probably fine, right? I don't know. You sure we put it up here? What do you guys think? Is this okay? That's good, yeah? Yeah? There we go. Danno, please just play the original levels from the menu. You won't get copyright striked. Unfortunately, I will. We have checked this before. I will. But it's okay. These are literally like the exact copies, so it's all good. But yeah. Danno, the remixes will work on the OG versions too. Really? I don't think so. I tested it and it didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Danno playing Geometry Dash before GTA 6. I know. Very shocking. Very shocking indeed. All right. Let me know if these are okay. Just chilling. Why is he playing not main levels? Is that a copy? Yes, these are copies because of copyright. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. Again, this is my first time ever streaming Geometry Dash. I just did what I was told. I'm sorry. All right. Poltergeist? Poltergeist. Okay. Whatever. Let's do it. All right. Again, let me know if... Hold on. I got to double check something.
This is the piano cover.
Okay, good. Piano cover, piano cover, piano cover, piano cover, piano cover. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I just had to double check that. All right. Let's do it. Again, let me know if the donation box and everything looks good on screen. Oops, I was looking away. All right, I'm good. That could have been worse. I'm locking in, baby. I'm locking in. Oh! Oh, that was a little bit of a. Oh, that was a little bit of a kick. Wow. Wow, very cool. Oh my gosh. Well, I love when Danno gets rageful because it's so funny. Sorry. Huh. Ooh. Ugh. All right. I'm happy. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. This is farther than I thought I would get. I was 100% sure that I would get this far. Anyway. Please rage quit, please. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. What can I say? What can I say? All right. I have up to Jumper and Time Machine. If we beat all of these, then I will just give myself a pat on the back and end stream early, I guess, because I'm so good. No, I'm kidding. We'll see. I'll probably figure out a way to install more or whatever. All right. Whew. Okay. Cool stuff. Hold on. Actually, let me pull up OBS over here so I can actually see everything going on. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is this window so big? There we go. Much better. All right. No, okay, we'll see. Hold on. Here's the issue. That's going to go down, so I should put it, like, here. Because that's just going to get, like, more and more. Yeah. All right, so it'll go right there. That's okay. That's fair. We'll put it right there. Thank you to Greenie for donating. All right. I feel really good about myself, but I feel like this is, like, something about this feeling is a little too suspicious. Like, it's going to go away any second, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to start crying. Anyway, you have the wrong Can't Let Go copy? Can't Let Go PNG's piano cover. What? How is this the wrong one? Oh, just because it says demon? Her. Okay, well, maybe we'll just skip that one, or I'll find another version of it. Uh-oh. Anyway, which one was I on? Dry out. All right. Rage quit a level, please. Okay. Seeing you actually do good at a game has sent me into shock. Sorry, I actually have a little... Listen, very, very rarely, when I put in enough effort or am just naturally good at something, then, yeah. But, hey, I'm good at a couple games. I'm good at, like, Lethal Company. I'm good at, like, Rayman Legends. I'm decently good at Rivals. Decently. Stuff like that, right? Anyway. Use RoboVault. It has all the levels? Or Rob's Vault? What is that? Danno, why aren't you failing? Sorry, guys. What can I say? You know what? Actually, let me figure out a topic to talk about right now, so that way I don't just flounder my way through. Is there any... you're talking about... Oh, they're talking about the level rage quit. Uh-oh. But I'm enjoying Danno not raging for the first time ever, yeah. What can we talk about? I'm kind of enjoying just locking in, though. How many other friends of mine have played Geometry Dash on stream? Has Johnny ever played it? I know Pear's played it. Uh-oh. Oh! Almost made it through in the first try there. Sorry, that was jarring for me. Rayman has the same thing where sometimes it just flips the camera and you gotta just keep going and turn your brain off. Yeah, I remember there was one level at the end of Rayman Legends where... Are you guys excited for the Rayman remake? I actually really am. I know that it's like people are complaining like, oh, it's a remake. I would prefer if it was just a new game, which I agree with to an extent. But at the same time, I also am excited because I know I'm going to love it because it's Rayman Legends, one of my favorite platformers of all time, next to Astrobot now. But, either way, I'm still excited. I'm also super excited to see what they do with Granny's World Tour, if they keep it the same, because that was the one level that I was like, I would always like show off to people. I would be like, hey, look, I can play, dang, that's tough. Hey, look, I can play Granny's World Tour, like the super hard edition in Rayman Legends. It's the final level, and it's music-based as well. But I ended up just getting... You know, I ended up memorizing the inputs and everything to where I was actually I was just really good at it, and I could show off to people when they came over. And I was very young. I wonder if I can still do it, though. I haven't played Rayman Legends in a long time, so I'm curious if I can still actually do that level first try the way that I used to be able to. We'll see. You know, honestly, I think out of all the levels, though, that wasn't even the hardest one for me. The hardest one for me was Orchestral Chaos. I'm talking about Rayman in a Geometry Dash stream. I wonder if you guys don't even know what I'm talking about, but trust me, hey, if you've never played Rayman Legends, it's one of the greatest games of all time. Up there with Astrobot. I'm sorry, I keep glazing Astrobot, but it genuinely was. Honestly, aside from all of the drama about PlayStation and everything, not even drama, like just evil, like the like the whole disc thing, which really does suck. Aside from all of that, it is it genuinely was worth the purchase of a whole PlayStation just to play Astrobot, which is crazy to say, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It was just great. Will you ever play a Mario game? I grew up with Mario. I love Mario. And it's weird to me. Have I not streamed a Mario game yet? I honestly... No, I streamed the original Mario. That went well, didn't it? Well, I played it with a portal gun, which... Yet, even still, even though I was cheating technically with the portal gun, I still managed to suck at the game and rage quit it. Actually, also, it crashed my computer. And that was like... Was that live stream? That was before Toon Turf, wasn't it? That was like one of my last live streams before Toon Turf came out. But anyway, oh, I need a drink of water. But anyway, I've always been worried about streaming a Mario game because I feel like that's something that you need to stream, like, I don't know, like, you need, like, a bunch of parts, you know what I mean, to get through a Mario game. And so that's why I've always been, like, brother. Ugh. To stream a Mario game, I feel like you need a bunch of parts, and it's, you know, it's one of those weird things where I only stream once a week, and so I would, like, do what, like, maybe 4 levels of Galaxy, and then I wouldn't stream it for another 3 weeks, and then do another 4 levels. I mean, it's doable, but it's just a little awkward is all, even though, like, Galaxy is another one of my favorite games of all time, and so it's, I don't know. Maybe that's why I love Astrobot, is because a lot of people say that Astrobot is basically Galaxy 3, which I can totally see. But why do I keep... Hey, I got another secondary color. Fantastic. Wait, can I put that on now? How do I wear colors? What? I want to be this guy. No, I want to be this guy. No, I want to be this guy. How do I put colors on? Oh, there we go. What? Oh, secondary color. Well, that's fine. Color 1. Can I get like a nice red or something? Ah, there we go. That's fine. I like that. That's good colors. All right. Where was it? Saved. Oh, no, that's not right. What was I playing? Dry out. Here we go. Hey, 68%. That's not bad. 6M. Sorry. Okay, you know what? This was my problem. All right, I fixed the color, so now we're good. The seat height. The seat height. Sorry. You guys want to know a fun fact? You know Whiplash is made by the same person who made La La Land? Not a lot of people actually know that, which is crazy. But yeah, it was because he made Whiplash, and it did amazing that it gave him kind of like the notoriety to be able to do... Notoriety is the right word, right? But either way, it gave him like the... Brother! Why can I not get past that? Am I doing something wrong there? But anyway, it gave him the notoriety to be able to do La La Land because he had, like, you know, basically people were like, hey, make whatever movie you want at this point, which, you know, he did. What's his name? Damien Chazelle, I think, is his name. And then he went on to make Babylon, which people did not like as much, and then I don't think he's made a movie since, which sucks. But, yeah. I honestly didn't think Babylon was terrible. I understand why people didn't like it, especially, like, the ending can definitely be seen as a little, I don't know. Not cringe, but, you know, I don't know. It was a little jarring, I guess. But, you know, and it also definitely wasn't as good as, like, La La Land or something, which also definitely makes sense. Maybe I just have to spam jump towards the end there. Anyway, it wasn't as good as La La Land or Whiplash, which I think is what really made people, like, you know. Anyway. I forgot to drink a sip of water. My throat feels really dry. Did I say throat? Throat. Whatever. Anyway. Alright. Crash out already? Sorry, Chief. Sorry, Chief. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It probably will. It just gives you more of a prerogative to keep watching, right? Any second, I'm gonna start crying and crying like a baby. Sorry, I need to sit up better. I should stream Rayman Legends so I can show off to you guys. This is a weird feeling being called good at a game. Danno, you should play the main levels because you're not going to get any stats for this. I'll play the main levels on my own. How about that? Hey, since I've practiced on stream enough, right? After doing this, after practicing on stream enough, I can just go right and play the first levels first try, or play the other levels first try, yeah? Brother. You guys can tell me inserting the word brother instead of any swears, right? I gotta lock in to not start cussing this stream. This is one of those games, I think, where it is so easy to slip up and just swear like a sailor. Because you're not constantly swearing through the whole thing, but when you get, like, really far into a run and then you die at the very end, I can imagine it being so easy to just let one slip out. Man, I would love some ice cream right now. I've been on a diet for the last couple days, and it sucked. It has absolutely sucked. I just woke up feeling terrible one morning. Like, just, like, physically, I was like, man, I feel like crap. Maybe I should not eat like a monster goblin, and maybe I'll feel better. And I guess I felt a little better, but also I miss ice cream. So I'm probably going to eat ice cream today. Hey, it's been 3 days, all right? I deserve my ice cream. Maybe it's only been 2 days. The diet was supposed to last for 3. I don't know. Am I on day 2 or 3? I'm going to be so depressed if I get off the stream and then I find out I've only been dieting for 2 days. I don't have any perception of time. I'm sorry. All right, we got to lock in. We're not getting killed on this one again. I'm just going to spam the jump button towards the end and hope that it works. Brother! I lied. I died there again. You should probably turn on the progress bar. How do I do that? Settings. Progress bar. Show percentage? Show progress bar. Show percentage? Hitbox on death. Show hitboxes. Hitbox on death. That's fine. Alright. Oh, it's blocked. Hold on. Let me move this down here then, so that way you can see the progress bar. No, that's wrong. Is that okay? I feel like that blocks the screen so much. I feel bad. What do I do? Man, I suck at streaming. Hold on. There. That's probably fine. Yeah? Is that good? Alright, everybody say that's good. That's probably fine. Okay, we're good. Whoa. Alright, I gotta figure this out. Brother! How do I do that? If it takes me too many more tries, maybe I ought to set up a checkpoint there or something. Or is that cheating in real players' eyes? I know Bam would be upset at me. This song is so easy. Danno Dash? Riggy Dash. I would love a custom tuned turf song. Hey, that would be cool if somebody made like a Geometry Dash level to lighter fluid or something. I was gonna say Heartburn. Heartburn is what I wanted that song to be called, Billy, like question mark, but I guess it was a little bit of a spoiler. Just a little bit. That's cheating? Okay, okay. I won't do checkpoints or whatever. Just I wouldn't like do checkpoints and then like skip the level. I would do checkpoints, get good at that one section, and then go back and do it the right way. Just for practice, but it's okay. Brother. Yeah, I knew that. I knew I fat fingered that one. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, what are we talking about? Rayman Legends? I'm excited for the remake. I am excited for Retold. I already pre-ordered it and everything. You know, the other game that I'm actually super excited for is, what is it? The Toy Story 3 remake. Brother! The Toy Story 3 remake, even if it is just a port of the PlayStation version, that's totally fine. I remember a little while ago, like, it was, it's just nostalgic, all right? Dude, you know what else is interesting? There's this new thing called Steam Family Sharing, and you can, like, share your games with, like, your friends and family and everything. Or, well, mostly it's supposed to be your family and stuff. So I shared it with my brother, and he was, like, looking through the games, and he's like, I can't believe you have 160 Steam games. It's, you know, like most people, I put a bunch of games on my wish list, and then I get them when they go on sale, right? And he had, like, 4. He had wanted to play one of the games that I had really bad. I can't remember what it was, but it was some AAA that, you know, he didn't want to shell out the money for. And I was like, anyway, he didn't want to shell out the money for it. And I was like, well, hey, I've got it. Because I got it on sale a while ago. And so he was going through my Steam games. He's like, whoa, 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 you have Cyberpunk, you have Toy Story. Just like the nostalgic stuff, because, you know, he and I, you know, we grew up on the Wii together, of course, and so there's tons of games that, like, he remembers, like Rabbids Go Home, and, like, honestly, Rayman Raving Rabbids, we used to play that all the time. He came over a little while ago, and we played Rayman Raving Rabbids on my Wii, and it was super, super nostalgic for us. Or Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 specifically was the game that we played a lot. I know that I should find Rabbids super offensive as a Rayman fan because they killed my boy, but at the same time, I can't. Okay, listen, it's nostalgia blindness, okay? It is literally just nostalgia blindness that I love the Rabbids, okay? And they're like the Minions, all right? You know what else is funny is Joey loves the Rabbids, but he absolutely despises the Minions. And Leia loves the Minions. Leia and I went to see Minions the other day. So I was locked into Minecraft and I heard that noise. Sorry, I died. If you hear me make any weird, nonsensical noises, that's the only explanation is that I died after a run. But anyway, Leia absolutely loves the Minions. We went to see Minions and Monsters. By the way, all adults. Literally, there was one kid. Leia and I watched every person come in because we got there early to make sure we had our good seats for the Minions. You know, well, realistically, we just didn't want to go through the awkward thing of, like, man, I hate assigned theater seats. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but I always hate if somebody's taking your seat and you got to do that awkward, like, hey, I'm sorry, this isn't your seat, because then they think that you're a stickler or whatever. But specifically, we didn't want to do that with, like, some kid who's going to sit, like, in our seats in Minions. I see what the problem is. You can't do an extra jump when you land. Anyway, Leia and I didn't want, like, some kid to be sitting in our seats, because then we just, you know, both of us obviously are too nice to go up to the kid and be like, hey, you can't sit here, you know what I mean? That's just, it wouldn't have, we wouldn't have done that. So we wanted to get there early to just avoid that entire confrontation. Anyway, so we watched every single person come in. There was only one child, maybe 2 children. The rest of the theater absolutely filled. All adults, all people our age, like on a date or something, or just, you know, a group of friends going to see Minions. Absolutely hilarious. And you know what? The movie was good. I mean, Leia didn't get a lot of the references and things. Concentrate on the game instead of chat. All right, I'm sorry. Hold on. Anyway, hey, I got my two perfect levels. I did Poltergeist like second try, all right, or first try or whatever it was, okay? So you know what? We already had our good for the stream. I am fresh out of luck, baby. Uh-oh, my nose is starting to itch. That's not going to be good for the rest of the stream. I'm just going to be itching it constantly. You guys know I can't control it. My nose just starts itching when I stream for no reason at all whatsoever. Anyway, we were watching Minions, and it was just, Leia was loving it the whole way through. She was like, that was the greatest, most cinematic experience I've ever had in my life. Ugh, I'm excited. I'm going to see the Odyssey this Wednesday. I haven't heard, Is there an earthquake happening right now? It's just my buddy in the other room. Scared me. Sorry. I'm good. I'm good. Bro did not do poltergeist. Polargeist, whatever it is. Sorry. Have I been doing worse since I changed my guy? Yeah, I don't know why. Joey just absolutely despises the minions, even though he loves the rabbits. It makes no sense whatsoever. They're pretty much cut from the same cloth, all right? Screaming nonsense, little gremlins, little greeblos. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm good. I got my bearings. What can I say? What can I say? Sorry, camera lens, my bad. What can I say? Sorry. PTSD from the Mecha Chameleon stream? How? Oh, from the camera getting all messed up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know. Sometimes the tracking camera is great, sometimes it's not. But either way, look at that. We can't see him, it must be cheating. Yeah, the 1 second my camera messes up, then should I try again? Should I do it again? You just noticed. Okay, I'm playing it again because you guys don't believe that was actually me. And now you have a good reason to know to think that wasn't me. I'm not gonna lie, I was really dreading this stream. I've had a terrible week so far. One of the many reasons is because Leia has been dog sitting this week, so she's been staying the night at another house that's, you know, empty because she's just, you know, she's dog sitting. And so I have had to sleep by myself for a whole week, and it has been terrible. I've been scared, okay? I'm all alone. I have no Leia. Life sucks. And then on top of that, I was going to have to stream Geometry Dash and rage at it. So honestly, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would be. I miss Leia. It's my favorite person in the whole world, and I haven't gotten to see her much at all for a whole week. Life sucks. It feels like I'm dating her again. Derogatory. You know, like back in high school when we only had to, like, see each other during the day and stuff. It's one of those things. Once you live with somebody, you can't go back. You know what I mean? There we go. Dude's got missing wife depression? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, there you go. See, you believe it was me that time? Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. Easy claps. How many levels is that? We've already done 4 levels. I'm so proud of myself. Easy claps. All right, somebody remind me to redo Can't Let Go. So that way we're not playing it on demon mode. All right. Harder. Uh-oh. I think as long as we don't have any of that upside down shenanigans, then we're fine. But saying that, now I'm afraid that the first thing that's going to happen is that the screen's going to flip upside down any second. That's on me. I've got House of the Rising Sun stuck in my head again. There's 2 songs that always manage to weasel their way into my head without me hearing them at all, and it's House of the Rising Sun and used to. Luckily, it's not much of a problem anymore, but used to it was I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. Should have walked away. But that and then House of the Rising Sun. But to be fair, I absolutely love House of the Rising Sun. That's one of my favorite songs. House of the Rising Sun, Hell's Coming With Me. Those like 2 songs I feel like just battle constantly for my favorite song. Used to it was also I would say Telephone Line by Electric Light Orchestra. Man, you know, I went to see a musical 2 days ago, Thursday. I went to go see what is it? Mamma Mia. Man, the movie's so much better. I hate to say that, but really, I mean, wow. You know, Leia wanted to see it because she's never seen it before, and obviously I just don't watch musicals very often. But man, the movie is so much better. You know, like there's something to be said that I prefer movies to musicals anyway. You know, I'm terrible in the way that, like, you know, my favorite thing about a movie is the story, right? And what I hate about musicals, the reason that I don't like musicals a lot of the time is because great, fantastic. Back to the upside down stuff. Surely I'm not the only one that struggles with that. Anyway, the thing that hurts me about music. Listen, I'm not hating on you for loving musicals. All right, it's a different art form that I just don't personally. It's like how I'm not a fan of opera. You know, I know a lot of you probably aren't fans of opera. I mean, I like, you know, certain opera songs, but I'm not a big fan of opera. Same thing with ballet. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not going to go Timothée Chalamet route and say that, you know, nobody cares about it. But what I'm saying is that it's a different art form that I'm just not a fan of. It's like how a lot of people love animation. Some people just don't like animation. And even though I love animation, I'm not going to take offense to somebody who says that they don't really enjoy. What just happened? Sorry, that threw me off. What just happened? Okay. Sorry. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so musicals. I can appreciate when a musical is good. I can appreciate a good musical. You know what I mean? I can say, like, you know what? That was great. Even though I'm not a great fan of musicals, I can respect when a musical is good. You know what I mean? But I just personally am frustrated when people are in the middle of a really good story and then they stop for 5 minutes to explain their feelings over and over again. Because there's like a Hamilton song. That's the example I always use. There's a Hamilton song, and it's I'm Not Giving Away My Shot. And it's like 5 minutes long. And constantly what he's saying in the song is, I'm not giving away my shot. I'm not giving away my shot. I'm not giving away my... And he says it over and over again. I said to Leia, I was like, Leia, is he giving away a shot? I don't understand. I think he needs to say it another 12 times for it to really get through to me. So stupid. I know insulting Hamilton is a death sentence for me. Again, I respect you if you love Hamilton. I'm going to marry somebody who loves Hamilton and loves musicals, all right? So it's not like I have a problem with you personally. It's just, it's not my favorite art form. Anyway, with that being said, aside from all of that, I still just think objectively, the Mamma Mia musical is less good than the Mamma Mia movie. Not just because Meryl Streep is, you know, the GOAT, but also just because, I don't know, the visuals of the musical were not on par. I mean, there was one section, Mamma Mia, like the title, you know, the titular song. She was literally just standing in the doorway, and, like, you know, everybody was frozen. But when you look at the movie, it's so much better, because, you know, she's, bro, Anyway, when you look at the movie, she's, you know, running around and, like, you know, she's in shock and she's climbing and doing, like, the peaks and everything. It's just, ugh. And it's not just the way that Meryl Streep is performing it, although that's part of it. It's just because they tried, you know, to do, you know, different stuff. You know, I mean, if Meryl Streep was on stage, I would have the exact same opinion that I think the movie was better just because of the visuals. You know what I mean? Anyway. It wasn't bad by any means, and to be fair, they crammed more songs, more ABBA songs into Mamma Mia, the musical, than the movie, which makes sense. You get a little more time, you know, you got intermission and everything, but, you know, And they also sang Waterloo at the end, which was cool. I do like the ABBA songs as well, which is, you know, helped my enjoyment of willing to go in the first place. You know, Leia asked me, she was like, would you want to go see this with me? She was fully expecting me to say, absolutely not, I'm not watching your musical garbage. But, A, I love my girlfriend, so of course I'm just going to go see it with her because, you know, I'm not going to have her go by herself. Are you kidding? That's sad and depressing. But also just being brother. But also, hey, nice. Another secondary color. Anyway, I'm not going to have her go by herself. But also, I just like the ABBA songs, and I like Mamma Mia. And Mamma Mia was one of the first movies that we watched together. So I haven't seen the movie in like 4 years. So I was like, hey, you know what? It's fresh enough to me to where I've forgotten everything because I've got a terrible memory. So I'm willing to watch it anyway. But anyway, with that being said, did you guys know that 2 band members from ABBA made Mamma Mia, which is crazy to me? I had no idea. But what type of musical is that? It's a jukebox musical, meaning it doesn't have, like, you know, music that was designed for the musical. It's just using all of the band ABBA's songs and then making the musical after that, right? I got hair in my mouth. Hold on. Anyway. But anyway, so yeah, it's a jukebox musical, and I asked Leia, hey, did you like the ABBA songs before Mamma Mia? And she said yes, and I was like, man, I wonder how great a musical based on the songs of Electric Light Orchestra would be. You know what I mean? Like, I can imagine how much I would absolutely adore that. You know, like Mr. Blue Sky, Telephone Line, Strange Magic, what's the other one? Walking on the wave she came. Can't get it out of my head. You know, stuff like that. But anyway, I would love that. And also a Poor Man's Poison musical. Man, I would absolutely adore those. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I can understand it. Anyway. In all fairness, one of the positives of Leia being gone is that I was able to get my Astrobot merch and not tell her that immediately after playing the game, I bought a plushie, a pin, and a vinyl. So that was cool. I was able to just kind of like hide that from her. So don't tell Leia. I immediately blew all that money. It was bad. It's because I got on like a hot streak of like trying to find like modded consoles and things and yada yada yada. And it was a lot of like little cheap purchases. But like, again, okay. The reason that I didn't want to buy a PlayStation for myself is because it is a one-player game that I am literally just getting for myself, and I'm playing it once, and then that's it, right? It's much easier for me to buy, like, a modded console or something, because I know that I'm playing it with my friends, or I'm playing it, or I'm buying it so that I can play it with Leia, you know, something like that. It's much easier for me to justify those purchases, right? And also just the fact of, like, hey, I'll be able to give it to my kids one day, yeah? The PlayStation, again, one game, just really hard to justify it, but other modded consoles and things, I got a modded Xbox 360, and we were playing, we played the Gummy Bear song, actually, on the anniversary of it. We played Just Dance on the Kinect, which was super fun. But there's other, when I say modded consoles, the only one that I bought that was, pre-modded, I hear him fine. What's going on? What's going on? Bro's at whisper volume? Danno can fix his volume by muting, so he stops hating on musicals. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Is it really that? Okay, hold on. I'm turning down the music a little more. All right, check, 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 check. That feels so low, though. Hold on. Song, actually, on the anniversary of it, we played Just Dance on the Kinect, which was super fun. But there's other... I was speaking fine! What's wrong with you guys trying to gaslight me? Come on! All right, well, now I gotta check and make sure the audio's fine again. Bro, turn it up. Okay, okay, okay. There, it's turned up. Ay, caramba. You know, I'm always terrified of doing the same thing that I did with the Mario Wonder stream. I can't believe that I went so long in that stream with my mic being so quiet. You could barely hear me, and I streamed that whole game, and I can't edit that footage or whatever. It's just cooked. Ugh. Anyway. But yeah, I like movie musicals and things where the story progresses. And Leia also, we're gonna go see this. Well, we're not seeing the play. We're seeing like they're like showing it in theaters, a recording of the play. It's called Hadestown, and she said that I'll just really like it because of the music itself. She said that that's just like the music itself is like right up my alley. And she said if I don't like Hadestown, then she's going to be wildly offended. So I'm worried. If you guys see me and Leia break up, then now you know. I'm kidding. Leia and I are never breaking up. I'm not even going to joke about that. But anyway. Yeah, we're going to go see Hadestown in theaters in like a couple weeks. So, dude, we got a packed lineup of movies. I'm actually hyped. We got Odyssey, Hadestown, Spider-Man, everything, dude. It's goated. I saw the funniest meme on Twitter the other day. It was like a clip from Spider-Man. It was me after I see the Odyssey this week. All I have left is Spider-Man. It was just, anyway, it was a clip from Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. It was, anyway. I feel like it's constantly that jump that I'm screwing up on. I just need to lock in for that part. Anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'm excited. There's a couple other games that I got on the Kinect for Leia that I'm excited for her to play when she gets back. We just played Just Dance just for a little bit. She was able to come over, and then she had to leave after we played Gummy Bear. We also played, like, the Disney Kinect songs. Dude, there's, like, stuff from, like, Teen Beach Movie and stuff. That's a good musical as well. Teen Beach Movie, oof. A good musical movie is Teen Beach Movie. So goofy. I don't know why, but, man, hey, it's built into the story, okay? Schmigadoon, that's also great. Because it's built into the story. I'm a terrible, terrible person. I'm sorry. It sucks that I'm going to be, like, down-talking musicals, and then, like, you know, eventually there's, you know, if Toon Turf gets far enough, then we're going to have a musical episode of Toon Turf. But don't worry, I will not be the one in charge of the musical aspect of Toon Turf, all right? If Toon Turf has a musical episode, then I'm going to get somebody else to be in charge of it. Probably Leia, honestly. So that way people don't get to say, like, oh, he hates musicals, but he made one himself. Meh. Ugh. I mean, I'll still approve, you know, whatever, and yada, 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 but anyway. All right, I'll stop hating on musicals now. Oh, I want to fight him. You're saying Hamilton is bad? Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Dotch is going to try harder than ever to decode the toilet lore and just ruin Toon Turf. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I don't like it. That's it. There's a difference, all right? There's a difference. It's me, John Musical. Uh-oh. Lock in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the third time you've made that mistake, by the way. Uh-oh. Somebody's counting. All right, all right, all right. I got to lock you in for that one part. Anyway, you know another game I've been playing recently? There's two games. I think I talked about it before, but I've just been prescribing myself time to just play games. Because, one, I've got a massive catalog. But also, two, I don't have hobbies. I literally do not have any hobbies. I just have work. End of story. Like, animating is my hobby, right? Like, that's what I do. When I'm not working, I'm working. You know what I mean? Like, normally, people need to do something outside of work. And Bundan was literally talking to me the other day. He's like, dude, you need to find something. Like, you need to do something. Oh, and you need to get out of the house as well. Yeah, I agree. But anyway, aside from that, I've just been prescribing myself video game time to, like, literally, like, I will force myself to play a game for an hour or something. And so the last couple days, I have been playing... first, I've been playing the Assassin's Creed remake of Black Flag since it came out, because I've never played an Assassin's Creed game before, and I always heard people say that Black Flag was not only the best Assassin's Creed game, but it's also just the best pirate game that's ever come out. And so I started on that, and I've been liking it so far. But also, there's another game called Jedi Survivor, and I had never, I'd heard about it before, but people say that that's the best Star Wars game that's ever come out. And yeah, man, they were right. Phew, my gosh. It'll be fun. I feel like that's another thing that I can make a video on, which is cool, is like I can make videos on, geez, it's 10:30. All right, well, this is the longest one we've done yet. But anyway, it'll be cool to make like a video on like Jedi Survivor and stuff. There's 2 of them right now, and there's a 3rd one on the way. I don't have any particularly strong feelings about EA, you know what I mean? I mean, they made a couple good, you know, they made Plants vs. Zombies. No, PopCap made Plants vs. Zombies and then got bought out by EA. But then EA was still in charge when the Garden Warfare games came out, so I guess I respect them a little bit for that. But other than that, I know people don't really like EA because of the microtransactions and everything. But luckily, Jedi Survivor is really just like a fantastic single-player campaign experience. It is weird. There's... Okay, so it happened again, but it's okay. I'm just going to lock in now. All right, we're almost there. We're almost to that point where I just need to be smart. Anyway, hold on. I'm going to be quiet just for this second so I can make sure that I don't mess it up again. There you go. Anyway. Whee! Easy claps. Give us an episode directed by Leia now. Honestly, maybe if she's down for it. Maybe if she's down for directing an episode of Toon Surf, that would be cool. All right. Okay, so this is the wrong version of Can't Let Go, so I'm going to just turn off my thing for a second. Because I don't know if there's, I don't know, some weirdness or whatever. Let me see how I delete this. View, delete, yes, delete. All right. Search. Hold on. Wait, I got to figure out how to search. Can't Let Go copy. There we go. Easy claps. Is this it? Get it. And it's got the piano cover. Cool. Well, that was easy. Well, that was easy. Somebody called Staples because that was easy. Are we good? Saved. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okie dokie. Easy claps. That could have been a lot worse. I don't know why. I was expecting that that was going to be a lot harder. Check DMs? Yeah. Oh, perfect. There we go. New widget for the progress bar. Let me fix that really quick. All right. Progress bar looks cooler. Let's do it. Settings. Refresh that guy. All right. Hey, look at that. Very lovely. Hold on. You know what? Actually, I'm going to put it right there since it's a little bit bigger now, but nice. 81%. All right. Hey, thank you guys for the donos. All right. We got some good ones coming in. Very cool. All right. Let's get it going. Can't let go. That just sounds like, what is that song? Take On Me. Am I wrong for that? Brother. I wasn't sure if I had to do that or not. It looked like a trick. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll do them just in case this time. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is supposedly one of the best pirate games ever, and I really love, like, Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite movies. Dude, I remember being shocked in high school. It was the first time that I think I realized that, wow, some people just aren't going to like things. And it was my high school geography teacher, I think, AP Human Geography. Yeah, see, I thought that was a trick. So what's the deal? Anyway, it was my AP Human Geography teacher, and he said something, 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 East India Trading Company, you know, just like in those god-awful Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And I remember just being shocked. And I remember he smiled afterwards, too, because he knew, like, he had ruffled some feathers. And there was a couple people in the class that were like, what do you mean? But yeah, I mean, I realized, and then, you know, of course, you know, that was when I was back in high school. I guess I was less, I'm so confused. What do I do there? But yeah, that was like the first time that I realized, like, something that, like, I would think is universally loved is just, you know, there's some people that just don't like it. You know, Johnny Depp actually got nominated for an Oscar for the first one? I had no idea. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but, dude's talking geometry while playing geography. What can I say? Yeah, human geography. Yeah, there you go. That sounds like a bar. Oh my gosh. Anyway. What's his name? I can't even remember. What do I do? Is it just that second one that I need to aim for? Okay, yeah, it is the second one. I just have to hit it at a perfect timing to where I land on top of the platform. Alright, I got it. Anyway, but yeah, I really love the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, to be clear. It's funny, I realized the other day, it's really weird how Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, what else? Kind of Toy Story. But there's, like, you know, a good number of movies that have a good trilogy and then optional DLC on the side. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean especially, and Indiana Jones, like, those are really great trilogies with optional DLC that are, like, you know, it's cool to have it, but you just don't consider it, like, part of, like, the package, you know what I mean? Because the first 3 Pirates movies are fantastic, all right? Because they treat so there was actually a commenter that was confused when I said this the other day, but because they treat Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow the way that he's supposed to be treated. He is a fantastic side character, all right? But when you make him the main character, that's when problems start to appear. And also, I just love Will. Will Turner is, like, oh my gosh, so attractive. But, dude, when that sounded weird. But the reason I wanted to grow my hair out was just so I could look like Will Turner. Oh my gosh, man. If I could have my hair perfect, that's what it would be. It would be like Will Turner's. But also, Leia doesn't want my hair that long anyway. She loves it when I have shorter hair. But yeah, it's one of those things too that's I've kind of been worried about Toon Turf a little bit, because Riggy, I think, serves a good role in that way as well, where he is a good supporting character. But I was actually talking about this on a podcast the other day as well. I went on a podcast of another YouTuber. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or whatever, but I was talking about it to him as well, about how Riggy has kind of evolved with my audience a little bit, and he was very simplistic at the start, obviously. You know, he was literally just, I thought it was funny that cute little cartoon had gun, you know what I mean? And, you know, obviously that idea has kind of gotten a little, you know, a little overdone, especially in recent years, of like, oh, it's cute, but it's actually dark. But Riggy in particular was just very simple in, like, you know, he was just like, it was jokey, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a gun, yeah. But then he kind of evolved to have, you know, a deeper backstory to where instead of, oh, I got a gun, it's, oh, I've got a gun and am masking my deep insecurities and guilt that I'm covering way below the surface. You know what I mean? It's just like a lot more whatever. And so it's interesting that Riggy kind of had to transform from a very goofy side character with not that much depth to fleshing him out completely to make him a decent main character, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things that I was worried about when I was first figuring out Toon Turf and everything, is how do I transform Riggy to being a decent main character that people will actually care about, you know what I mean? Because he had to be like, you know, enough of a character for you to feel things when Billy passed away, you know what I mean? You know, and also just from the other stuff that happens in the show, you just, it's important that Riggy is developed enough to, okay, hold on. Dang it. fine. Please play Granny next stream. I feel like, isn't Granny, like, super hard? Bundun played it, didn't he? I watched, like, a whole, like, I watched a video. I had never heard what Granny was in my life, but I watched an entire, like, 2-hour video just talking about Granny and its history. I do that a lot. When it's, usually because it's, like, you know, I don't have time to, it's like I said, you know, there's a bunch of games and stuff. There's a bunch of AAAs and things that I still want to play. I still haven't played Cyberpunk, you know, things like that. But there's a bunch of games that I want to get into, but I just, you know, don't have the time or bandwidth to be able to. So I just listen to coverage of it, or like lore videos or icebergs or whatever. And that's my way of interacting with a lot of media that I'm not able to try out for myself. Because I can always listen to that while I'm working. Honestly, that is the best part of my job, is while I'm drawing, I can listen to things. That is the greatest part of my job ever, is just being able to do that. Yeah, that's what I did with Granny. Was just listening to it on the side. Yeah, I was also talking on the podcast about how interesting it is that, like, Toon Turf might have come out at, like, it probably would have been better. Bundun mentioned to me, he was like a while ago, it was like, listen, if Toon Turf came out in 2023 or 24 when you were peaking, then it would have gone nuclear. Maybe. But also, I think, one, I'm very glad that it took the time that it did, so that way it was, you know, to the level. Honestly, I could have used another couple months to make sure, to make sure that it was, you know, that I got, like, those, honestly, no, probably not a couple months, but maybe just, like, another week or two, I could have gotten, like, the credits and everything sorted. But, at the same time, I was talking about it on the podcast, I was like, honestly, I feel like it's kind of cool that Toon Turf took as much time as it did, because my audience kind of matured in that time as well. Because he asked me, he was like, have you noticed your audience kind of growing up a little bit over time? And I think so. I feel like you guys have gotten just a little bit older. You know, part of it is like, you know, my voice, obviously, in shorts, used to be like very high energy and talking like this the whole time. Whereas now it's a little more low-key, you know? Like, the intros sometimes it's like, you know, where do babies come from? Instead of, where do babies come from? I don't know if that makes sense. But, you know, throughout the rest of the short, I'm able to just kind of take it down a little bit, because you guys are getting a little older and a little more mature, and it's kind of cool. With Toon Turf, I feel like you guys were aging into the perfect age to actually appreciate it, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? And I feel like as you guys get older, hopefully Toon Turf will continue being something that's just like, you know, my nightmare is you guys aging up old enough and thinking, Toon Turf is a little young for me, you know what I mean? Like, that's for babies. Because, honestly, I'm making Toon Turf for my age demographic. Somebody who really liked Gravity Falls, maybe wants something slightly edgier. And by edgier, I don't mean like, oh, it's secretly dark. I just mean like, you know, a little more serious, but not quite as depressing as something like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or The Sopranos or something, you know what I mean? I mean, Toon Turf will still be decently depressing, don't get me wrong. But it's interesting. I was showing somebody brother. I was showing somebody a big set piece in episode 2, and they were asking me. I was kind of trying to figure out like, chat, are we young? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, chat's old now. Sorry, guys. You're gonna start having back pain just like me. Your hair's gonna start getting gray. I've yet to get a gray hair, and I'm shocked about that fact. Anyway. What was I talking about? Hold on, let me backtrack in my mind for a second here. Nope, it's gone. Completely gone. Yeah, well. Anyway, I mean, the greatest media to me, obviously, is the stuff that you never grow out of, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you grow out of certain things, like Shrek, you don't appreciate it when you're a kid, but then you get a little, I've gotten so many gray hairs, which is why I've gone green. Nice, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should just dye my hair blue if I go green. Or if I get green. If I go gray. Oops. And if I ever dyed my hair again, it would be exactly like Parzival's from Ready Player One. It would be silver with blue tips. I feel like I want to dye my hair just one more time. Used to, I would dye my hair blue every summer. Obviously because of Dan TDM. But also just, you know, blue's my favorite color and everything. And so I used to dye my hair blue every summer. But now, you know, obviously I'm getting a little older. I can't, you know, I'm worried that if I dye my hair again, it's going to hurt it a lot and things like that. You know, Dan TDM did go bald. I mean, to be fair. You know, I'm not going to say it's because of the dyeing the hair, but, you know, I'm not going to say what. I'm kidding. But, yeah, one of my biggest fears is going bald just because it looks good for some people. I would not be able to pull it off. I would not be able to pull it off at all. Funny story about being bald, actually. When I was talking to Leia's parents, I was telling them about the first time, or they asked me about, like, how I felt the first time I met them, because Leia's little brother had brought over somebody, and it was like, you know, anyway, it was a whole thing. I was telling them that, one, Leia's mom had terrified me beforehand because one of Leia's friends had said, oh yeah, Leia's mom is horrifying because of one time at Halloween she chewed us out because something. They were like super young basically and had done something wrong, and Leia's mom, you know, just got, you know, regular mama bear stuff. But then Leia's dad, I said, yeah, I was scared of Leia's dad because he's bald. And they laughed, and I was like, well, yeah, you know, it's bald people are scary. And they were like, really? What are you talking about? I've never heard this in my life. And I was like, yeah, bald people are they're terrifying. And I had sent my short. Leia's mom watches like most of my shorts actually because she loves to support me, which is super cool. But Leia's dad, I had sent after I had made that comment about bald people scaring me, I had sent the short. You know, why bald people are scary? That short that I made like a year ago. And I sent that to them, and they were laughing. And then it was like a couple weeks later when Leia's dad had he was doing an interview. He was interviewing somebody for his job. He was like doing some interview for some new employees or whatever, and they were horrified of him when he took his hat off, I think, is what he had said. And it's so funny because Leia's parents are both like the most amazing and like loving and kind people ever. But it's just the bald. I don't know. Okay, I gotta lock in at that part. When the screen turns dark, I gotta lock in. But anyway, yeah, that's another fun thing. Man, I've got so many scripts for long forms at this point, and ideas and things for long forms. I just need to get the train moving. All right. But yeah, I can't wait to do a meeting my girlfriend's parents long form and talking about that story and just other stuff. Man, I love Leia's family. I got so lucky. I think I might have talked about this on stream before, but man, I was always sure that I was going to fit into that meet the parents stereotype of, I don't know why, but I was just prepared for the future, like, father-in-law, mother-in-law to absolutely despise me. You know what I mean? With no justification at all whatsoever. I was just mentally preparing for, like, you're not good enough for my daughter, you know? But man, I got lucky. Sometimes I like her parents more than mine. I mean, all the time I like them more than my dad. But, yeah. Okay. What the heck is wrong with me? Lock in. Lock in, buddy. I'm gonna be stuck on this map forever. But yeah, I love Leia's parents. It's really funny. We were talking about, like, would we ever want to move out of California and everything, and I literally told her, I was like, but I don't want to move away from your parents. Ugh. Yeah, I did get very lucky. I'm very, very blessed. Alright, locking in. Maybe it's just after the flight thing I had to lock in, because I could have been talking for that. That was easy. My My eyes hurt. Brother! Is this just gonna be every level? I'm just getting stuck at that one little part, or like I get stuck at one little part and then I do good the rest of the level? Man, it's hot in here. I feel like there needs to be a really good Jurassic Park AAA game. Am I wrong for thinking that? Like, there's Star Wars. We got Star Wars in the bag. We got, I heard, like, good things about Hogwarts Legacy when it came out. But I feel like there's yet to be a really great, sorry, excuse me. I feel like there's yet to be a great, like, Jurassic Park single-player game. You know what I mean? It's interesting. There's been, like, a trend recently. Maybe not recently, but within, like, the past, like, you know, 7-ish years, maybe. It's a good time for it. Honestly, it's been longer than that. Okay, hold on. There's been a trend within the past, like, 10 years of, instead of just making, you know, cruddy tie-in games, people are just making great games and just setting them in the universe of popular franchises. You know what I mean? Hogwarts Legacy, or was it Hogwarts Legacy, or was it something else? Was it called something else? Anyway, and then, Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, you know, other games like that. They're just making really great AAA games and then setting it in the universe of the whatever, which is great, you know what I mean? Like, by all means, like, some people could look at it as a cash grab perspective, like, what's the difference if you just make it like an original thing? Sure. But at the same time, I mean, it's kind of cool. We don't get to see, you know, like, the new Indiana Jones game. That was another one, that people, as far as I know, like, were really positive about. And it's great, yeah. We're never going to get another Indiana Jones movie with a young Harrison Ford, so by all means, send us or get us a good game in the universe instead, you know what I mean? But I would love to see a Jurassic Park one, you know what I mean? Where it's just like you're single player surviving like dinosaurs that are like, you know, everywhere. I think that would be... I suck. I think that would be hype. Brother. What other great AAAs? What about indie games? Oh yeah, of course. You know, I feel like indies are always going to be like, out of all the AAAs that I've played, I can say that they're all objectively good, but there's yet to be a AAA that has really like wowed me to making it my favorite game. You know what I mean? Except for, okay, the two exceptions to that, Astrobot, of course, just because, I mean, Team Asobi and everything, it's just got so much charm, man. What can I say? It's just charm. I watched Arlo's review of it as well, and he said, like, he hates to say, like, the same word over and over again, but, I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's just charm. But that, and then Half-Life Alyx, of course. But, like, I think Half-Life Alyx is just, like, anybody who plays it is, like, you just gotta realize that it's one of the best games of all time. Just because it's, like, the best VR game and everything. But then, other than that, it's always indies. It's always indies that make the best stuff. I followed Mouse PI for a long time in its development. I want to play that as well. But I followed Mouse PI since, like, the very beginning of its development. And so I am super excited to play that one as well. And I'm really hyped to see all the love that it's been getting. I was a fan of it back when it was just called Mouse. But anyway. I think indie games are always going to be the ones that, like... I mean, in all fairness, when you're making an indie, you're kind of forced to make something that's unique. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make something that's really fresh and has a really great idea at the base, or else, you know, there's just so many games that are released that, unfortunately, a lot of people just aren't going to be able to find it. You know what I mean? And so I think that's why just so many indie games are absolutely fantastic. And it sucks that, like, a lot of great companies, you know, they just don't need to be very... they don't need to gamble with... or they don't feel the need to innovate as much, except for, you know, Nintendo's always trying new stuff, which is why people love Nintendo games so much. But I mean, you know, a lot of AAAs... A lot of AAAs kind of feel a little similar, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Sometimes a lot similar. But even if they have different mechanics and things, you still feel like, oh yeah, this is just a super realistic, you know, I don't know. It's easier to make, like, simplistic things have crazy ideas, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like we're playing right now, Geometry Dash is an indie game, and this is one of the most famous indie games ever, and it's the most simple thing on earth. Cube bounce. Pitch in 2 seconds. I can't, I really can't wait for Limp Night. I'll be so real. Yeah, Limp Night's gonna be great when it does come out. Great indie games. What can I say, man? Indie games just have unique ideas. Like, dude, no studio would say or would okay a game where the main player that you're playing is like limping around in like a tedious fashion. You know what I mean? No studio would actually approve a budget for that game. You know what I mean? Like, that has to be indie. Wow, I'm just sucking. If this game is so simple, beat it. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? You know what? I feel like I have a virus in my brain because right now I'm just thinking of the 6'7" kid. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". There's got to be another term. It's not even brain rot at this point. Like, it's worse than that. Like, it genuinely feels like an internet tumor. That was the 6'7" kid's fault. See him get invited to Disney? Come on, man. What do I have to do to make a viral meme to just get invited to Disneyland? Maybe that should be the next goal, is make something really stupid just so that we get invited to, make some really stupid viral meme so that way we get invited to theme parks and things. This really does sound like Take On Me. Okay, I'm starting to get just a little frustrated. Just a little bit. Un poco. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm hungry, but I'm fine. Man, I would love some breakfast right now. I want a waffle. I have waffles. Oh my gosh, I want a waffle so bad now. Brother. Somebody say stop. Just jump, bro. Avoid the spikes. I swear. Avoid obstacles in the rhythm-based action platformer. All right, you know what? Both of you are on thin ice, buddy. Thin ice. I said that to my mom the other day, actually. She had... Okay, in my defense, I had messaged her weeks ago and said, hey, there's a movie on HBO that you would really like that Leia and I went to see in the theaters. It's called How to Make a Killing. It's starring Glenn Powell, and I know you like Glenn Powell. Leia and I went to see it in theaters, and it's, you know, it wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but, you know, you get what you're paying for, and I enjoyed it. So I told her that. She said, okay, great, we'll look out for it. Weeks later, I got a message from her, and she goes, hey, just watch this great movie on HBO, by the way, we found. It's called To Make a Killing. I said, Mom, you're on thin ice, and I replied to my message from weeks ago and said, I recommended this to you forever ago. I swear. And she said, oh, yeah, I've been busy, sorry. No, you don't get to be sorry. You kidding me? Hold on, hold on. My window got messed up. Okay. I suck. I just realized I had a dream that my mom was dating J.K. Simmons. Man, that would be cool. And in the dream, I was literally saying, like, man, I want to fanboy over him so bad, but I can't, or else he's gonna leave my mom and then I won't be able to brag that my mom is dating J.K. Simmons. That's really funny. Oh my gosh. Pretty sure he's married. I don't know why, I just randomly remembered that was my dream last night. I've been having some wild dreams recently, man. There was such a long period of time where I just didn't dream. You know, I think it's a common thing where sometimes people just don't dream, you know? I just, you know, it was all vivid blackness instead, but yeah, recently I've been on a roll of having some really weird dreams. Why was your mom dating Stanford Philbrick Pines? Is that what that said? No, J.K. Simmons' defining role is actually not even J. Jonah Jameson. It is Cave Johnson, 1,000%. He said he loved doing Cave Johnson, by the way. That was his, you know, obviously his favorite game, Portal 2, just because of the writing of it. And I got to agree, the writing of Portal 2 is so good. And he said he'd be willing to do it again, or a movie adaptation or whatever. Please, gosh, make a movie of Portal and bring back J.K. Simmons as Cave Johnson. Please. Kane Parsons needs to make a Portal movie now, and that way he can make a Portal 2 movie and just make it all about Cave Johnson. Please. Seriously, Cave Johnson is one of my favorite characters in all of media. I need a Cave Johnson plush or pin or whatever. Okay, I've been playing this level for too long. I'm getting upset. My nose is getting tickled by my hair. Oh. Why does my throat hurt so bad? You guys see the Ludwig thing, like the Streamer University class? Everybody is raving about it because it really is, like, great, but it is insane to me. I was talking to a buddy about it the other day. It is insane to me. It is insane to me how nobody is doing the homework. Like, that is crazy. What is wrong with people? You're given, like, a lifetime opportunity, or, like, the chance of a lifetime. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like, you know what I think it is? I think it's because most people become streamers specifically because they hate school and they hate homework. Oy. But yeah, watching Ludwig's Streamer University classes just made it all the more clear to me why I'm never gonna be a streamer. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do my Saturday streams because I love, you know, chatting with you guys and everything. But I don't think I could ever be an actual 5-day-a-week, hours-long streamer. You know what I mean? I think I'll always be a YouTuber before I'm a streamer. And also just because, you know, I think it's, I mean, for me personally, I really like the fact that I can have a catalog, and if I die one day, then you can, you know, go watch all my old videos, you know what I mean? All my 4 long forms. Hopefully more than that in the future, but, you know, when you're a streamer, yeah, people will go back and watch your VODs every now and then, but for the most part, people, you know, being a streamer, it's a big deal that most of your income comes when you're live, you know what I mean? And I just don't think I could handle that, you know, with, like, you know, stamina-wise. I mean, I can barely handle being live for a couple hours a week at this point anyway. Ugh. In all fairness, I get a lot of anxiety when I stream anyway, like, fearing that, like, I don't know what I'm afraid of so much when I'm streaming. Thinking that I'm gonna, like, just start saying, like, the worst thing in the world and get myself canceled. I don't know. I don't understand why. I get such a fear that I'm gonna get canceled while I'm streaming. But you know what's funny? Is actually over the past, like, couple weeks, not even couple weeks, honestly, the past couple months, I've kind of gotten over my feeling of, like, oh, I'm inevitably gonna get canceled one day. I think I just settled with the idea that, like, every YouTuber has to get canceled once in their career. Now, don't jinx, or now, don't let this be a jinx or whatever. But honestly, for how long that I've been doing YouTube, I feel like it would have happened by now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you guys know me well enough. I've made enough dumb jokes. I've done Rumble Pack. You know what I mean? At this point, I feel like if I was gonna get canceled, it would have happened already. From one of the, you know, many dumb things I've said or done. And it's not like dumb, but, you know, at this point, I've kind of settled with the fact that, you know what, maybe I'm just not, you know, maybe just the fact that I'm not a predator. Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? That all these YouTubers just so happen to be, you know what? If you know, you know, all right? Brother! Anyway, I kind of realized, yeah, hey, maybe I'm just not going to get canceled because I'm not, you know, maybe I'm just not a bad person. Isn't that cool? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, and I've made plenty of mistakes in my lifetime. Don't even get me wrong. But, you know, I'm pretty, I don't know, pretty happy with the fact that I haven't done anything like absolutely, like, I don't know. you know. I haven't just decided to wake up one day and be like, you know what sounds like a great idea today? I'm gonna go film a corpse in a forest. That just sounds like a great idea. You know what I mean? Hey, Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. But yeah. If I do get canceled, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But there's no sense worrying about, like, oh, I'm gonna get canceled one day. Nah, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get the chance to die before I get canceled. You know what I mean? One of those, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain or whatever, right? Blah, 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 blah. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Yeah. Except for Dan TDM, unless you're Dan TDM or Stampy, and you just never ever get canceled. But I feel like in this day and age, it happens to every YouTuber, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not as afraid of it as I once was, which is cool. And now that I have admitted this live, I'm going to get canceled tomorrow. Just watch. Just you watch. The fact that I have it documented now. I am going to cry. Consistency is wild. Am I doing good? It's consistently. This is how I play the game. I guess is that I get good and then I get stuck on one part and then I just have to always make it up to that one part until I finally get it. Have I seriously already been streaming for nearly 2 hours? That's insane. That flew by. I understand how people stream this game for hours at a time now, because it really does not feel like any time at all has passed. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're doing the same thing over and over again, but... Yeesh. In case you wonder why time gets faster as you get older, that's a good short, actually. But in case you wonder why time gets faster as you get older, it's because when you get older, you're not doing new things. You're constantly doing the same things, like, you know, going to work 9 to 5 every day or whatever. And your brain starts deleting information, you know, and like it doesn't need the fact that you went to work and worked at a computer for 4 days or for 4 hours every single day. You know what I mean? This is how I thought you'd do at the first level. Anyway, but your brain just starts deleting information after a certain point where it doesn't need the information that you went to work every single day. So that's why it feels like time goes faster, because you actually literally start losing days in your mind. Man, you know what? I should have just done the first level and stopped streaming. That's what I should have done. I should have just done the first couple levels and then left on a high. It's like how I would have a 100% win streak on or 100% win rate on Fortnite right now if I hadn't played that one last game and lost. I'm still upset about that. That I had 4 wins. Yes, I was carried. But I had 4 wins and I had a 100% win rate in Fortnite. A 100%. Which is nearly impossible. But I did it. And then I just had to play another round. So upset. That would make a really funny video title as well. I have a 100% win rate in Fortnite Battle Royale. Hiya! Sorry. And I say hiya. Did you guys see Masters of the Universe? I never got around to seeing it. I'm actually kind of upset. Although to be fair, Jared Leto. But aside from that, I heard a lot of good things about it, and people even said that Jared Leto was good in Masters of the Universe. I know, shocking, right? Morbius. How could Morbius be good in? Did you guys see Doctor it's Matt Smith, right? Is the 11th Doctor? But he did an interview or he was doing an interview, and somebody said they saw Morbius on a plane, watching Morbius on a plane, and he was like shocked. He's like, "You're kidding." Fake Doctor Who fan, can't even remember Matt Smith's name. Yeah, I know. Sorry, what can I say? David Tennant's my goat. I was gonna make a short about LARPing the other day, but then Johnny beat me to it, so I'm holding off. But man, it is crazy. The term LARPer is so bad because there's so many things, like even me personally, there's a couple things out there that I am a major fan of, all right? Somebody could give me like a Mario AP test and I would ace that boy. That was weird sentencing. But anyway, I would ace a Mario AP test, right? I don't know how I would do on a Minecraft AP test, but I hate myself. Bro, I'm not even... Hello? Oh, oops. No, don't open Frog Squad. And that's the first time I've opened Frog Squad. I just haven't gotten around to playing that one yet. Anyway, but LARPing, dude, that term is so bad because there's so many things that I am a casual... It opened Frog Squad. That's not good. That's not good. Close it. Thank you. Anyway, there's so many things that I'm a casual fan of, and everybody is a casual fan of, and it's so funny because the internet now is like, if you are not the most die-hard, knowledgeable fan about this thing, then A, you can't have an opinion on it, and B, you're not welcome in our fandom if you don't know everything about it, which is insane, alright? You guys better not do that to any casual Riggy fans, alright? Some people are gonna be like, yeah, there's something about, something toilet, he doesn't really like penguins, you know, he had this friend, Bucky Beaver, right? Is that what it was? You guys need to not bully anybody who's not like an extreme, like, I know everything about like Santi or Dacia level knowledgeable about Toon Turf. People need to be allowed to just be casual fans of things. It's such a bad thing in our society now. To be fair, there's other issues that are much bigger in our society, but okay, at this point, this might be the last level I play. I feel like, no, if I beat this level, I still think I want to give the next one a try. And then I'm probably going to get addicted to it and beat that one too, but we'll see. I'm at least beating this one. I'm not letting it beat me. Getting desensitized to Geometry Dash. I want a Wendy's chicken sandwich. Brother. Six, seven. I hate my brain. Face reveal. Dang it, I looked away. Danno, I'm a huge fan. I love your content. Nothing is perfect, but you improve. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's a good quote. Nothing is perfect, but you improve. I like that a lot. Yeah, I mentioned it on Twitter late last night, but I still feel like I'm yet to be, you know, I still don't feel like I'm the content creator that my younger self would be proud of yet. And it's really just because I feel like I'm, you know, I hate that I hate that I've gotten a reputation now that I can't keep my promises and that I have to delay things and stuff. It makes me feel very, very depressed, I'm not gonna lie. But also just the fact that, like, I haven't gotten, you know, any long forms out. You know, a good amount of long forms out and stuff. It's so inspiring to look at, like, Pear and Bundun. Like, they are genuinely my heroes at this point. Like, their channels, their content, their grind and everything. I swear, talking to Bundun or Pear for, like, 20 minutes just gives me a feeling of, like, just a feeling of, like, of energy, honestly, for, like, a week. Just, like, talking to them, like, gives me an energy, like, a week-long energy drink. And I also still don't feel, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of that imposter syndrome, but also it's just because, you know, that guilt of knowing that, like, you know, I don't know. It just feels like no matter how much work I put in, I still feel like I'm behind. It's okay. I will be fine. It doesn't matter how many times people tell me, by the way. It's like, no, hey, listen, you've accomplished good things. You can look back and be happy. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I still just want to be good enough for me. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate saying, like, objectively, like, it's cool, like, everything that I've done and everything, but I still just don't feel good enough for me. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how many times, you know, how much support or whatever. It's just how many support other people give me or whatever. It's still just... It's still just me, you know. I'm my biggest enemy at this point. One day I'll be happy with myself. One day. I'm a happy person. It's okay. I've got a great job, love of my life, get to live with her. What else could a man need, yeah? great friends. And I suck at Geometry Dash. What else could a man need? It really is just me in my own head. Man, I hate saying that and then thinking about, like, man, I hate admitting when Ricky and I have a lot in common. Struggled on that for the first time. That's not a good sign. Why is it just this one part? I'm gonna cry. I need an ice pack. I'll be back. Don't let me forget to change my camera back in a minute. I'm 80% through. Bruh. Alright. I'm good. Dude, it's easy. Just jump. Thin ice, buddy. Ugh. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm turning on practice mode. Practice mode's music doesn't... Whatever. I'm turning it down just in case. I just want to put a checkpoint at the end, okay? I want to practice just that ending part. Brother. 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 I just need to practice this ending bit so I can get it good for doing it normally. because I've been stuck on this level for way too long. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, hold on. So down, okay. Down, jump. Down, brother. 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 Dude, it's... You get the smallest little window. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I'm just sucking. Look at that. What the heck? Hold on. I want to get rid of that checkpoint. Whoa, wait, wait, wait. I can just do that? Or I can't. Can I not do that? Ah, dang it. Well, it was worth a shot. Wow, I'm just so bad. Thank goodness I'm doing this. Man, look at this. No, that's the coin route. Don't do that. Okay, okay. This is impossible. Oops. That's funny. I accidentally put one right there. Man, this is impossible. How are you supposed to do that? Dude, I genuinely don't know if I'll ever be able to do this level. Okay, sure. Hold on, let me redo it one more time to get a good, like a good solid grip on it. Okay. Down, jump. Okay. Down, jump. Down, jump, jump. Brother. You gotta wait like a millisecond here, and it sucks. Man! Alright. Here we go. Let's try her. I still never beat Megalovania. Don't ask how many swears I just said in that made-up language. It was a lot. They were vile. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I missed when I was happy. This is what I deserve. I deserve this for delaying Toon Turf for like 3 years before it finally came out. This is my punishment. I don't even feel anger, I just feel defeat and pain. And a little sadness. And I miss Leia. I miss my Leia. I'm actually gonna cry, dude. Tears are gonna start swelling down my face. Oh my gosh, why have I been forsaken? Please. Man, you know, there's a house, man. There's a house in New Orleans. It's called the Rising Sun. And oh my gosh. It's been the ruin of many poor boys. God, I know I'm one. You know, my mother was a tailor, and you know, she sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man, and he was like, you know, down in New Orleans. I got 1 foot on the platform, 1 foot on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and shade, man. Bro, call Pear. So what? So he can make fun of me for sucking? Is that what I need to do? I mean, I know he would help. He would give me advice, but it wouldn't matter because I would still... Why is it opening this seat taken? Okay, great. Well, I would love to play as this seat taken as opposed to this game instead. Something peaceful. Oh, there is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. You know what's funny? Is, you know the guy who plays Hawkeye in the Avengers, Jeremy Renner? He actually has a banger remix of House of the Rising Sun. This is before he got ran over by a snowplow. This was after he made the Jeremy Renner app, though. I wonder, is that app still around? That's still so funny to me. I literally know 0 celebrities. Maybe, okay, maybe a Taylor Swift app. Other than that, there's very little celebrities who actually warrant having their own app. New best. If I hit 3 hours while I'm still in this level, I'm quitting. I swear this is harder than dealing with wind physics in Blender. Don't even get me started on that. I've been defeated. If my computer loved me, it would crash right now, so that way I wouldn't have to deal with this anymore. Just like it did during the Mario stream. It felt my pain and suffering and knew it had to just explode on itself so I didn't rip my hair out. You know what sucks too is I just know that if I save this for another stream, then I would... That's shameful. I would spend the entire stream just doing this single level and failing at it over and over again. I need my girlfriend, and I need a donut. Or a waffle. Whichever one. I am not picky right now. I swear, if Leia walked through that door with a chocolate glazed donut, my entire life would be better. But I know she won't, because she's busy right now, which is valid. But still. My neighbors are probably a little worried about me. Also, my neck hurts. It is okay. Bro, how long have you been on this level for? Forever. 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 This is so sad. I felt so good about myself playing the other levels, doing so good. And then this one just took me out back, shot me a couple times, pushed my head in the dirt. hotel y amores, porque cantando se alegran. Just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. What's with the black bar on the edge of the screen? Do you see that? How long has it been like that? What the heck? That's weird. Sorry about that, guys. Will you play Power Wash Simulator 2? That would be fun. Okay. You know what I think the problem is? I think the problem is the seat height. That's it. I fixed the seat height, and I'm going to get it first try. Observe. Man, this is impossible. It's so unfair that that's at the very end. I say that, and I know that there's, like, levels that are a billion times harder, but, man, why would you put that at the end? Put it at the beginning. Make it easy for me. Oy, oy, oy. Dude, Bam, it's so funny. I play every single game on easy mode because, again, I like story. I like enjoying the mechanics of certain games. You know, like Astrobot, I 100%ed it, platinum trophied, whatever, just because it was fun the whole way through, all right? It doesn't matter that that was hard. I played the super hard levels of Astrobot and had a blast doing it. Should have live streamed that so that way I could brag that I was good at something again. But other games, man, Assassin's Creed, when it asked me, hey, how hard do you want it to be? Jedi, same thing. How hard do you want it to be? Give me story. Give me story. I don't care. It's so funny because Bam, Bam is the exact opposite to where the harder the game is, the more real it is, you know, the more you deserve to play it. Ah! I'm a bird. But yeah, Bam is like, oh, it's got to be hard or else you're not a true gamer. You got to feel the pain. You got to make sure it burns your soul every time you fail. It's just building character. Honestly, it's one of the things that I love about Bam. However, I am the exact opposite. I do not want to be challenged by my games. There's enough challenges in my life. Okay, I don't need to be challenged by video games as well, all right? I don't like feeling anger. I don't enjoy the feeling of anger, all right? And I understand that the point of a hard game is so you feel accomplished when you're done with it. But honestly, the sense of accomplishment is not worth the challenge for me, okay? There's other things that are challenging enough, okay? I know there's no achievement without hardship, but I have hardship enough figuring out everything else in my life. I don't need games to be hard on top of that, all right? I play games because I like enjoying myself and having fun. Once again, I said a large number of swears in that made-up language. Cover your ears, children. I know your parents would not have liked to hear that. That was very intense indeed. Why have they not made a third Kingsman movie yet? Please, gosh, please, 20th Century Fox, I need you to make Kingsman the Blue Blood. Sorry, I was just thinking about, you know, Harry Hart. He's in Mamma Mia. He plays, he's Colin Firth. He plays, you know what's also funny is Bill Skarsgård being in Mamma Mia as well, and then going and playing Pirates of the Caribbean. It was kind of funny because I think Leia and I literally went right from, Mamma Mia into the Pirates of the Caribbean series. I was like, hey, that's the guy from Mamma Mia, and she was so confused because he's, you know, covered up by a bunch of makeup, but he plays Will's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean, and he also plays Bill in oh, maybe his name isn't Bill Skarsgård. Well, something Skarsgård. Stellan Skarsgård. Is that what it is? I think Bill Skarsgård is the one who plays Pennywise. But anyway, he plays Bill in both Mamma Mia and in Pirates of the Caribbean. And also, I'm pretty sure... Does Harry play Harry in both Kingsman and in Mamma Mia? I'm not sure. Does any Mamma Mia fans out there? Mamma Mia, here we go again, Mamma. I don't like jumping, though. I got the achievement for I like jumping, but I do not, in fact, like jumping. Life is suffering. All life is suffering. You just choose the way to suffer the least. I miss when I wasn't a cynic. I try to hide it pretty well, but man, the world has turned me into a very, very cynical person. I see so much darkness. I wish so badly that I could just wipe my mind of all the pain and suffering in the world. I would very much prefer living in a nice little bubble of stupidity and not knowing everything dark about the world, because it has turned me into a very, very cynical person who sees the darkness always. Even if it's the opposite of my brand. That's what I try to do, is make sure that everybody does not have the exact same dark views of the world that I do, thinking that everything is terrible and evil and everything's gonna die and AI is gonna kill us all and we're all gonna be depressed, sad people forever. Ay, ay, ay. The best people in the world are the ones who don't have the negative views of the world, the people that have hope. The dreamers. The lovers, the dreamers, and cheese. Okay, well, life is dead. It's not serious, bro. It's not that serious, bro. It is that serious, okay? Maybe you just don't understand how serious it is, all right? I am a cube. I am a bouncing cube, all right? If that isn't symbolic of the way that our lives are, dark bouncing cubes, just playing along to the rhythms of the corporations and everything, going through this self-inflicted suffering, all right? It is that deep. It is that dark. You just don't understand. You just don't get it, all right? It's not clocking to you. I'm standing on business. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna punish myself by eating another toast sandwich. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's two regular pieces of bread with a piece of toast in the middle, and it's the worst thing ever. And I had it for Cryospace's birthday a couple years ago. It was hilarious. It was terrible. Why won't Disney Plus put the Adventures of Buzz Lightyear Star Command on there? Somebody explain that to me. There's no good reason. If you say Lightyear, I stand by my saying that there's no good reason. Lightyear isn't terrible, but I definitely don't like it nearly as much as Buzz Lightyear Star Command. It makes me really sad that, like, realizing that, man, I think I genuinely would have enjoyed Lightyear had it not been about Buzz Lightyear. Just because, you know, the Adventures of Star Command is so much more, it just feels so much more accurate, on brand, whatever. It matches the Astro Blaster's aesthetic and everything. Ugh. Why do you enjoy seeing me suffer? That's my question. I feel like my brain is melting out of my ears. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm serious. If it gets to be 1 p.m. and I still have not beat this level, I am quitting, I am rage quitting, and I am crying myself to sleep tonight. am quitting streaming forever. No, you know what? I am quitting playing any stupid game ever again. I am exclusively going to be playing Cut the Rope from now on. I am going to be a Cut the Rope streamer. That is the only game I am ever going to play ever again, because at least then I know that it won't make me want to cry and jump off of my balcony. Oh my gosh, this is making me go insane. It's not that deep, little bro. I don't even have to read chat to know what you guys are saying. It is that deep, okay? I suck at everything. I hate myself. I hate myself. Why can't I just be good at something? Why can't I be good at something for once? I'm not a good animator. I'm not a good YouTuber. I'm not a good streamer. I'm not a good anything. I'm not a good human being. I suck at existing. I'm gonna cry. Oh, man. I have that Kevin Temer song stuck in my head all the time now. Somebody else start living my life, they do a better job. Oh my gosh. Remember, it's for charity. Yeah, you're right. It's for charity. It's for charity. It's fine. Man, I need some meat. I'm graduating from wanting a donut now to just wanting a big slab of meat. Just a nice tri-tip at this point. Man, I'm fat. Just daydreaming about food. Funny looking back at this VOD and then just like seeing me, okay, yeah, the first couple levels he did that fast, and then the entire rest of the VOD is just this one level. Ay. Danno, if it gets too bad, just switch screens to a video of someone else doing this instead. Genius. Genius. You're good for a new player? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You just gotta jump, man. Man. That's what I was doing wrong. I just need to jump. Man. Okay, we're playing a different level. We're playing a different level. Just for a second. Just for a second. What was it? You can't let go? Alright. I'm playing... Let's play this one just for a minute. Oh my gosh, no way. Nope, I'm leaving you. Alright, well, at least I know that could be a lot worse. That's terrible. That is, fine God. Alright, what is Time Machine? Unverified coins? Okay. Whatever. I don't know what this is. This doesn't look like the actual version of it. There's like a weird text on it. I'm falling apart.
breaking down.
One of these days, man. One of these days. I'm so close, man. I'm so close. Please. Please. Oh, please. Okay, my game was lagging then. That wasn't even my fault. I'm being 1,000% serious. 1,000% serious, okay? My game was actually just lagging then. There's no reason for that to happen just then. I can imagine the Megalovania one. Like, I'm sure there's a couple of them out there, but I can imagine a Megalovania level would be really fun. I do not want to play it myself, though. Probably just gonna look it up after I finish stream. I can tell bro's dead inside. Bro, I'm dead outside. What are you talking about? You can see it on my face. I'm dead on both sides. What? I'm dead on both the inside and the outside. No one say anything, just let him lock in. Where's my belt, man? My game dropped frames again there. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I gotta restart my thing. I'm starting to get worried about it. I gotta reboot my thing really quick. Thank you so much to everybody who's donated, by the way. Optical GMD, Axolotl01, Cozy the Piglin, Xcello, thank you, Greeny109, all you guys who are donating. I appreciate it endlessly. Oh my gosh. Bro's too locked in. He's got to go eat. Yes, I need to eat, but it is fine. I will survive. It's 1:04 p.m. I lied. I'm still going to keep going. I'm so close. I am so close. I am way too close. If I give up now, this is one of those things that, like, maybe I'll come back to in a couple weeks, or maybe I will just never get a chance to do it again. I'm never going to get this far. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Either I take a long break, come back, beat it first try, or maybe I just never finish it again. And I don't want to kill my momentum, okay? I feel like I'm just so close. I feel like I'm so close. Y'all better donate to this charity if I make it this time. Yeah, no, if I ever make it, you guys better just, like, send, like, $1 billion to that charity, I swear. I feel damaged! I'm slipping, man. This is not good. I'm going to rip one of my limbs off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. This needs to be the run. This needs to be the run. I swear I'm going to cry. This needs to be the run.
distracted.
This isn't fun. This is not fun. Games are, by their nature, supposed to be fun. Either a game is fun or a game is worthless, and I swear this game feels... There are some people that find enjoyment in extreme challenge like this. I am not one of them. I just have pain. Why do I subject myself to this, man? Why? I actually hate myself. I actually hate myself. I don't deserve to freaking live, dude. I can't even play a stupid little... I'm gonna cry. I am actually gonna cry. Everything sucks. Life is terrible. I hate everything. This is why I didn't want to play this game, because I knew I was gonna crash out and whine like a little child. Wah, wah, wah. I can't play the game because I can't click the button that fast. I hate myself, 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 I want to break my fingers, I want to break my fingers. I hope all of you are happy. I hope all of you feel so much joy. Hey, we got him to play Geometry Dash, yay! Oh man, isn't it so wonderful, he's finally playing it. I was right there. I was right there. It was 2 more jumps. Sometimes there will be things in life, and it doesn't matter how hard you try, you just fail. That's the lesson that we have learned here today. Chat, mods, please ban the words geometry dash from my chat.